Blog Talk Radio.
Yo, what's up, world? It's badass stunning like I usually do, and you better turn it up, bust some speakers out, cause we off the motherfucking cuff. You dig how we do it? Dog Pound Gangsters 2000 and beyond. Black.
Yo, check this out. This is your girl, Cola Vogue, and I'm chilling with my boys right here on Off the Cuff Radio. Cause we off the cuff right now. You dig?
Bet. What's up? It's your boy Lil Yap from UNLV, bragging up from the river, cooling with my homies and my family at Off the Cuff Radio. Y'all be sure to tune in on Fridays and get the latest scoop and find out what's happening. You heard me?
Tiffany Lavon.
And it's Queen Crazy, your girl's favorite bartender.
And we're from
Sex on the Rocks podcast.
Alright, you're now tuning in to Off the Cuff Radio.
Yeah, because they keep representing that real hip hop. Well, much love.
Alright.
Y'all, this is Miss Irresistible giving a shout out to the Lovely Show on Friday nights Off the Cuff Radio. And I'm live from the 704. Make sure y'all tune in for the blazing hot music.
Hey y'all, this is Stacey Lachey giving a shout out to King Eric and Off the Cuff Radio.
What's shaking, y'all? This is the Grand, one half of Lost Cause and 1/3 of that drive time thing. Sending my love to the homies over at Off the Cuff Radio. Tune in every Friday night for some real deal hip-hop conversation. These dudes are the connoisseurs of this thing. You already know what it is. BX Stand Up, HUD City, we're shaking. Peace.
Yo, this is Dope Fresh to Dine, and y'all tuned in to the most raw, uncut show on radio, the Guillotine Team, Off the Cuff, and yo, Eric, Sandman, off of these clowns' heads.
Why would you get the credit for something that I can do without you? Shouldn't have showed these bum niggas mercy, the doors were suicidal. Figured I'd take you along with me, of course you're too entitled. Using quotes to validate stupid shit, don't confuse the Bible. Forget the fact I was dead nice, I was dedicated. Losing my mind through the madness, had to be medicated. At least I could say I got through it, so many never made it. Wonder when this shit's really over, will I be celebrated? I had it right there for taking, shouldn't have hesitated. My classification is heavy, can't let them featherweight it. Winning don't go good with nothing, the love is separated. I never hated, in due time I was delegated. Don't catch a cloud attack, concentrate on your next deposit. Your reputation is solid, why would you jeopardize it? The internet shit was cool, I guess, till they weaponized it. It's okay to fuck up as long as you recognize it. Skeletons piling up, you need an extra closet. You don't know what I'm saying, shall I exemplify it? Happy to ride with a nigga long as he stays in place. Blaming somebody for something you done is saving face. When they try to cover my roses, the pavement breaks. A quarter lifetime of breaking the bread, amazing grace. Don't get a mainstream or chase as long as the ghetto listen. Sprinkle my dope on this track, let the instrumental switching. You get the up on hand of life, that's when the devil kicks in. Being targeted, jogging while black is terrorism. Watch out for leeches, they'll stand around for what benefits them. You know what love is as soon as you flip the letters different. Think about what I've done for you while you're reminiscing. Salute to all those supporting my independence vision. 200K and 14, never mind. Everything is beautiful through designers, new paradigms. Make it toast to better times. Homes broken and tragic minds. One of the greatest pens yet, me and my little battle rhymes. I'm having flashbacks, me and the spittle, scattered lines. Ain't no love in the heart of the city half the time. Shit is on fire now, back as soon as the block simmers. Probably lose the weather to COVID, make it a hot winter. The wrong hand to have you questioning where these thoughts from. Homework made me a specialist, practicing made me ball dumb banks. Why you ain't been smiling lately, nigga, the job done? I don't think it is. Are you ready for albums? Grounded getting these songs done. Recipe for the long one, just when it couldn't get worse. Rest in peace, Fred the Godson. Life is hard, son.
Sick in a
will be here forever. Do you understand? Forever and ever and ever and ever. Hey, this black man made it in America. Basketball and rap attract kids to get the hell out the area. Nowadays, niggas kill when you get ahead of them. So I backtrack and get them some act right, cause they confuse the rap life for a trap life. Mentally, I ain't rap tight. You fuck with me, your situation turn to Roy Jones last fight. This muddy music, that mean you get offended. These words like liquor when I'm bartending. Mama taught me well, she hold a hammer for me. She pray for me when I get it, it's mandatory. Call me Big Up and I co-sign ya. Bank rolls, rolling blunts, I be your role model. Drug addicts go cold chicken, they veins pop out. They say, Red, feed me what I ain't getting. I can get in my car and get out, and the same song is on when I get back in and get out. Check my archive, my stage show is like a bar fight. You want it, had to write Sean Price. I'm a legend, don't call me old school. I'll move niggas like they building in a Whole Foods. And you gotta be ready for drama, especially when Bloods and Crips is living by your mama. I'm breathless.
Reality speaking, them my baby. Legendary man, I'm busting from the 80s. Every moment it's sicker than rabies. Black in America, yeah, don't play me. When we accept them straight to the Navy. Revolution kick off like in the 80s. Every moment it's sicker than rabies. Black in America, yeah, just pay me.
Hey, this black man made it in America. Facts, my blood killed lab rats. I'm one like a snowflake, abstract. That's why I take it to that Mad Max. And I grew up across from a cemetery. That's why my commentary sound like your obituary. Grown man talk, we got a Denzel on. I told LL I'm just getting warm. Nigga, the tri-state, when niggas dying over bullets of they prostate. And cops against blacks never gonna migrate. I ain't getting shot, they try to pull me over, I turn it to a car chase. These little kids in the gang violence, artists getting called hip-hop but they ain't rhyming. Y'all voted for them, now they a rock star. I feel like a black film trying to get an Oscar. God forgive me for my sins. You dealt me these cards so I'm gon' play it to win. And I'm trying to get 40 more haters so I can sign them on to the Reggie. I hate him but glad he made it. I'm breathless.
Reality speaking, them my baby. Legendary man, I'm busting from the 80s. Every moment it's sicker than rabies. Black in America, yeah, don't play me. When we accept them straight to the Navy. Revolution kick off like in the 80s. Every moment it's sicker than rabies. Black in America, yeah, just pay me.
Hey, this black man made it in America. Can you believe how I did it? I had faith and had God as my witness. I couldn't just be an artist, I had to learn the business. And haters on the side, they tried to sell me wolf tickets, but I'm still relevant. Me and rap, we got a life sentence. Success is like a bank loan, it's hard to get. I worked hard for everything, I wasn't offered it. And it's up to me to show my babies how to be a boss. I teach them how to win, but also how to take a loss. And education is key, but nowadays I advise you to learn a trade and not depend on a college degree. I sold drugs, but I don't had no story to tell, cause music always was my life, Patti LaBelle. As long as I live, you get honor and dedication. And fuck the media interrogating, I'm breathless.
You see it on the news, you see it on social media, but when you a black man in America, it's very scary and terrifying. Believe me, sometimes I wonder, will there ever be equality for a black man in America? I doubt it. I doubt it. I doubt it.
I had a few set of cold ones on my team, stuck by my side, but commitment had me on some other thing. I wasn't pushing them away, but you know what I mean. When the chick moving too fast, trying to press this beast. Time and patience really matter in order to make it work. They say I'm stubborn, sometimes I can be a jerk. I put it down, she'll probably bust 3 times first. Might be the Aquarius in me, boy, I make her swerve. I ain't perfect, I'm one of the realest that you ever meet. E3, my name run heavy in these city streets. Second son of a real nigga from the sea. O-M-P, T-O-N, and that's Easy E. They always said, boy, you handsome and you gon' break hearts. Or rip through them like hollow tips, don't make me start. A little overpossessive, I had to run from ya. She say, don't do me this way. 3, I got love for ya.
I'm never trying to do you low, knowing that I'm working hard, grinding at the studio. Better miss me with that ultimatum. Rent is due, so I'm chasing. You gotta think about it once or twice. Don't do me wrong, I'm just out here living life. If you lose me, you lose your ways. Locked up in a cage, might have to do you that way.
I was on the late night getting bread. She was on her knees trying to give me head. It's money over anything, gotta chase. Half naked hoe, don't know her place. She was on some rats all on your page. I was on some nigga trying to hit the stage. Enough of this trying to sweat you, bitch. Just get your ass on all fours. Choking you while I'm hit you, get to screaming it's yours. I'ma do you like you should get done. Hit and run. And another one. Just fix a nigga a plate. Watch your homegirls hate, cause ain't no pay you, bitch. So let's just get that straight. You love a Comptown G with a couple of tats. Here comes the ones well known with a couple of gats. I'm from the land where it's hood and some pretty little bitch. I had you caught up trying to fuck in some serious shit. Yeah.
I'm never trying to do you low, knowing that I'm working hard, grinding at the studio. Better miss me with that ultimatum. Rent is due, so I'm chasing. You gotta think about it once or twice. Don't do me wrong, I'm just out here living life. If you lose me, you lose your way. Locked up in a cage, might have to do you that way.
Rent's due, gotta get it, so I'm grinding in the trash. Tuck it flush if the pigs come, better stash your rack. Studio is in the spot, that's how I make my guap. Need that big to the feature rocks with some pot shit. Feel a certain type of way when I'm trying to make it happen. Hate complaining and the nagging. Eureka Gold got me lagging. You know I'm working hard, grinding to provide for us. Never trying to do you low, be patient, mind, God we trust. And better miss me with that ultimatum. And made no time to pick and choose, telling my homies that you hate them now. I'm feeling like your niggas locked up in the cage. Turning tables on your ass and threw the cuffs up on the stage. Never listen to the talks that we have. Pushing me further and further away. How we clash, why? I'm in the laboratory daily working on these hits. Ain't tripping off these groupie bitches, but I need the chips. Gotta pay rent. Wah.
What's the deal, y'all? This your boy King Eric the Great, and you're now tuned in at the livest hip-hop show on Friday nights, Off the Cuff Radio at episode 305. That's right, we in the building right now. Sponsored by Buddy Boy Entertainment, sponsored by Dirty Basement, sponsored by Jesse's Boutiques and Core Financial. So that's right, we in here, we in the building right now. And for the tracks that I just played, I wanted to set y'all off right. I started this thing off with Lloyd Banks' new joint, Cold Summer. Then I hit y'all with some Redman called Black Man in America. And the latest from my man MCA, big birthday shout out to the OG, called Don't Do Me This Way, featuring my homeboy Eazy-E the Third, the prodigy of Eazy-E. So we have a double header going on tonight. That's right, we going back here. We going back with another doubleheader, back-to-back interviews. And before I'm joined my co-host, T-Max with the facts, he will be with me probably in the second hour. In the meantime, I'm going to hold it down for the first hour and start this interview off by bringing on a special guest. Because, see, we at Off the Cuff Radio, we like reaching out to different personalities, not just the rappers, not just the producers, but people that's involved with the industry as us. We want to know what their stories is like, what their experiences is like. And I reached out to this lovely lady right here. She's representing Charlotte. So, without further ado, the boss, the CEO of the Tenai Show, Miss Tenai Staley, y'all.
Hi, everybody. What's going on? Thank you for having me. How are you?
I'm doing good. I got to let people know it's been a grind getting you on here because I know you're a busy person. It's been probably 3 years in the making.
Oh, my gosh. Has it been that long?
Well, you know we got to stretch it a little bit to make it look good, but nevertheless.
Right. Yes, I am busy, but definitely wanted to come on here and show you love, so we made it happen.
We definitely did. So if anybody want to call in and show love, and I ain't talking about shooting your shot, I'm talking about 516-531-9596. You can call in, show love, chop it up with us. We do what we do. But going on with you, how's everything going with you tonight?
Everything is good. I actually just finished my workout, so I was like, I hope I don't go over the time, but I made it work, so I just finished that, and they've been busy, of course. I'm always busy, but typical, so everything has been good.
Yeah, because everything is pretty much on standstill with how crazy this thing is going on with this virus and such. Like, it put the whole world on standstill and making people think of their priorities and pretty much readjust their lives. How are you readjusting?
Exactly. Fortunately, I have still been able to work. I am a realtor, so the game didn't, the industry didn't really change as much. I mean, we got set back just a little tiny bit, but I mean, people still have to buy, people still have to sell. So, I mean, even through the pandemic, we were still working from home and still making it happen online. But other than that, I have definitely been using this time to really just focus on myself, better myself, just trying to show love to myself. I haven't really been doing a whole bunch of socializing on the phone and stuff like that. I honestly really just been kind of focusing on myself.
So you just basically been quarantining yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, I'll go visit my parents or something like that, but no, I've been trying to lay low.
I'm going to tell y'all, that's social distancing right there.
It definitely is. And it
feels
good. I'm fine with it.
Yes, indeed. And the reason why I reached out to you, because you've been a huge part of the industry, in case a lot of people don't know. I mean, you interviewed a lot of big names like Megan Good, Trina, Yo Gotti, Bow Wow. You've been a part of this game for a minute, so I wanted people to get a tune of how your journey started. Like, what made you want to get into the media personalities?
Well, I actually majored in journalism and communications in college, so I honestly knew what I wanted to do. Like, I wasn't one of those people who went in college and then they changed their major 3 times. Like, I actually went into my freshman year majoring in journalism. So I kind of already knew, like, I love to talk to people. I love to kind of be in front of the camera. I just got that personality, where I'm kind of nosy too, so it all kind of goes hand in hand. But I kind of knew, like, that's what I wanted to do. I always was like, man, I want to be on TV, and I want to be this big star, and I want to do, as a little girl, you kind of always have these visions. But aside from that, I mean, I just love learning about people, kind of like what y'all are doing now, learning about people's journeys and just having fun with people and, just being able to just express myself through my personality. So I went to North Carolina A&T, and there I majored in journalism and communications. So we had a radio station and a TV station there, and I was more instrumental with the TV station. So I think my first interview was actually Megan Good at A&T. So after that, I think it was like Lloyd Banks, and then I think Terrence J came through. I think at the time they were promoting Think Like a Man. If I remember right, they were promoting that movie. And I think from there, I was just like, man, I'm like really good at this. Like, I really should start a blog. So I started like a blog, and then I started putting pictures on there. I started putting drops on there, interviews on there, and it kind of just went from there. I kind of just made it bigger from there, and just start. I mean, that was kind of like my starting point to kind of be like, okay, this is really what I want to do. I love doing this, and then I just stuck to it. So that was basically the journey, I guess, as you would say.
And you know what? I think what it is this has happened with us when we got involved into the game. We wanted the curiosity of what happens behind the curtain. I think that's where you get a lot of the great stories.
Yeah. Oh, trust and believe. Like I tell people all the time, we show you what we want you to see. We show you the interview and we show you all the good stuff on the carpet. But you know, as you know, we don't typically show everything that you go through. We don't show the no's that we get. We don't show the people that have went off on us for asking a question that they didn't want us to ask. We don't show people fighting on the red carpet because the spaces are so tight that they didn't put your name next to somebody else's name, but it ain't even room for not even one person standing there. So y'all trying to figure out how y'all gonna get the interview and who gonna get the interview if they come up, because the people on the carpet are telling y'all we only got 2 minutes and you only can ask one question. You know, we don't show all of the other stuff behind the scenes, but trust and believe it's a grind and it's a business that if you don't have tough skin, you might not want to be in it because, you know, you'll get your feelings hurt really, really quick if you don't have tough skin. So.
People don't know about. Everybody knows about the finished product. Like when you go to the movies, you see the movie, everybody know about the special effects, the dialogue scene going and it's gelling together. But it's like you said, they don't know nothing about the outtakes, the fights, the arguments, the ego.
Yeah, getting put out places because you did something they said don't do. You know, they tell you don't take no pictures or don't whatever, but you thinking whatever, I'm gonna do it, and you about to get put out. You know, it's a lot of different. It's fun, I guess, when you look back at it and you've made it out of that. But in that moment, it is a lot of how can I say it? It's it can be very. If you, like I said, if you don't have tough skin and you really don't know who you are, one little thing can set you back and you can be like, man, I'm not doing this anymore. You know, somebody can say something to hurt your feelings or whatever, and, you know, it can be anything. So if you don't have, like, tough skin and if you don't have, like, the willpower to really just keep going, it's not for the weak. The business is not for the weak or the weak-minded.
The weak-hearted. Because you don't have that shield to go out there and handle what you got to handle, because you're going to handle. One thing I can say, I can rely with you on this one. You're going to hear a lot of more no's than yeses.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yep. A lot of those no's are not going to be pretty.
Yeah, I mean, you are, because you got to think about it, too. It's a lot of competition, you know, so you definitely going to hear a lot of no's. And then let's just be honest, it's 2020 and everybody are about numbers and, you know, who you got, what numbers you got. You know, and it's not even really about your talent as much. It's more so about what they can get from you and how are you going to be benefiting them. So the no may come from not because you don't have the talent. It might come from, you know, this ain't really benefiting whoever on the other side, so we're not going to do it. You know, it could be anything.
Yes, indeed. And the most important thing is to not take it personal. Because I told this story many times when I first got on. Like, you can't go in this game as a fan of these people because you don't really know who these people are. You know just based off their craftsmanship or how good they are. But you don't know the them personally.
Yeah, that's true. You and then the industry is so small, especially with me being in it so long. I learned that quick. Like, you don't know who knows who. You wouldn't even think this person hangs out with this person or this manager knows this person. You know, you just don't know who is who. So you definitely gotta keep it professional at all times, because your name will get around.
It's a whole United Nations type deal, y'all. It's like if you piss one of them off, you might piss that person off, or you might piss that person off, and then your name gets dirty.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I've had situations where I've gotten thrown in there and wasn't even, ain't have nothing to do with me. And, it's just crazy. It's a lot of craziness.
So what were some of your favorite interviews going back to your resume? What were some of your favorites?
It's crazy. I always get asked this question, like, who was my favorite or who was the worst? And every time I always get stuck. My favorite interview, one was probably Matthew Knowles, Beyonce's dad. And I say that because he just had stories and stories and stories. That was basically his interview. Like, his interview was like stories. So, like, every time he answered a question, he would, like, tell a story about Solange or Beyonce, some stuff we didn't know. So that was probably one of my most interesting / fun interviews. Trying to think who else. The red carpet is always fun. I would say more so experiences than actual people. The red carpets are always fun because you get people, they're looking good, they feeling good. It's an award show going on that night, so everybody's normally in good spirits. So you normally can get some good interviews, some fun interviews. People, it's normally pretty fun. So I say those are probably the most fun experiences.
And to give some people some game, that's the cheat code of getting real good content in a way, because you get at least about 5 or 6 different interviews at once.
Yeah, you also fighting for them 5 or 6 interviews too. But you'll get them. But yeah, it's because they're all coming down, so you know who you can grab, and most of the time, and you do have those people who come on the carpet and you like, why did you even come? But most of the time, people are pretty good. They ready to talk because they know what the red carpet is. You're going to talk. So normally you get some pretty good stuff.
So with your interview style, like, when you got into this, like, who were you, like, studying in terms of finding out your own style? Because everybody has their own different take on how they get through to people. Like, Charlamagne, his is kind of like, it could be messy sometimes and controversial. Same with Star and Buck Wild. Like, who did you study to pretty much formulate your style?
I had a couple people. I like Sway. I studied him a lot. Angie, I studied her a lot. The Breakfast Club, they kind of had a impact as well, just because they get to the point. I wouldn't say 100% of Charlamagne's style, but I do like that. You do know that when you watch The Breakfast Club, people know I'm going to get answers or I'm going to get some tea. So I studied there. Who else? Big Boy. I mean, it's a couple people style I study, because a lot of those people I named, they have fun with their interviews. They're not like boring and just like, well, next question type of thing. It's kind of like they have a conversation with you, and I've heard that a lot through my interviews. A lot of people tell me, like, it's really easy to talk to me in my interviews like a Oprah. So that's kind of how I like it. I don't want it to be like an interview per se style. I want it to be more like a conversation type thing. So
I'm going to put that out there. Who knows? You may be next up to get the own network deal going.
You never know. You
I'm putting that out there. So that way in 10 years you can bring us on.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to speak that. Yes. Got to put it out there.
So in going in with interviews, one of the main challenges that we have is competition, just like you mentioned earlier. Like, getting a good interview, but at the same time, you're in a game where you got to get clicks. You got to get the catchy headline. Like, have you found any pressure on having to, maintain that balance?
Yeah, it's definitely clickish. You definitely have to get in with the right people. You definitely have to make sure that you're, like I said, always staying professional. Because there is a balance. There is a fine line, because like I said, the industry is so small, so you always just want to really make sure that you are on top of your game. because people are watching you and you don't even know people are watching you. I get that all the time where people are like, I've been watching you, and I'm like, oh, okay, thank you, you know, and I don't even know who they are. So people are watching you. You don't know they're watching you, so you always got to make sure you're on top of your game. But I would say networking is huge in our industry because, again, a lot of people don't know this, but it's like a lot of people always want to go to the celebrity, but they're not the ones you want to go to because they're not the ones booking anything. They're not going to remember anything you said the next day. You know what I mean? So a lot of times people want to like reach out to the celebrity and want to be around them. But if you really want to be around that person, you need to be trying to figure out who the manager is, who's the publicist, who is that person that's in the back end that don't get no credit, who is hooking up all of this stuff. You know what I mean? So once you actually start networking and talking to people, you'll start like finding out that information and start figuring that out. And then those are the cliques you want to be in, not so much of the clique of the celebrity or whoever. You want to be in the cliques of the people in the background.
Yeah, say that again, though, because a lot of people don't understand that.
Yeah, you don't. I mean, the celebrity, they don't care half the time. They gonna tell you anyway. Talk to my whoever, but they not gonna remember anyway. Especially if you in a club or something, you trying to talk to them about. They're not gonna remember that, and they really don't care. They got so many people coming up to them telling them the same thing. So you definitely want to make sure you getting in cliques of people around them. Those are the people hooking up everything for them. So.
That's some good advice right there. Because I'm tired of seeing people looking at themselves, embarrassing themselves. Like, you ain't going to be able to get a seat with Jay-Z right now. You're going to have to go through the man, next to the man, next to the man, especially with the stature that he's in now.
Exactly. Yep. Exactly. You're not gonna get there straight on like that. It's not going to happen.
But you know, the thing about the game, too, is transitioning. Now, throughout the 2000s, the game started transitioning to more digital.
Right.
It's staying to a more digital stage, and I would say starting about like 2012 and 13, everybody started doing the podcast deal. Now, in terms of making that transition to YouTube, tell the people how much of a challenge that is in building subscribers up.
So, to be honest, I need to work on that more because I guess you would kind of say that I'm still trying to really struggle with that transition because once you get used to something, it's hard to get your fans to transition because they're so used to one thing. So if somebody's used to you being on IG Live or being on this platform and then you say, hey, follow me over here, just people in general are just lazy. That's why everything that's convenient, people are millionaires or billionaires because people are lazy. So that's when people come up with creations and inventions of people that's late. You have to think in the term of people being lazy and create something like that. So people are lazy. So when you're trying to get them to go on something else or download something, it's hard. You know, it's a challenge sometimes. So I'm still trying to work on that myself to try and get people to, you know, transition. And I just hired a publicist for that very reason, honestly, because I said with real estate and everything going on, it's hard for me to focus on trying to brand that and try and really hone on that transition. So to speak to that, I'm still working on it, but it is hard because people in general, they just get used to what they get used to, and typically they're just lazy. So you got to try and make it convenient.
It's also a case of where you're trying to conform the old heads from the analog to digital. It's like you still got people that's still stubborn in their way. They still want to buy CDs. They don't want to transition into Spotify and downloading. Even you could tell that with a lot of artists. A lot of artists, they still get stuck in that transitional stage, and they don't want to move through it. Like, they'll still go on tour and still try to sell CDs out the trunk. I'm like, we in 2020, my
right.
dude.
You download your music for free, right? I don't need your CD. I can go right on here and get it for free. Yeah, I feel you. It's hard. Transitioning is hard for anybody, you know, so I think we all really still really dealing with that.
So then you made that move, just like you mentioned earlier, with real estate. Like, tell people, especially black people, the importance of the real estate market and how that's like an opening tool.
Yeah, real estate is big. Any type of ownership, I think, is big because it's yours. And even with the market right now, I always tell people, I'm like, you probably could be paying less in your mortgage payment than you are in rent right now. And I get it. You know, sometimes people don't have, because you do have to have like a down payment, closing costs, that type of thing. So that's normally, I would say, like 80% of people's, like, the challenge is more so of like closing costs and things of that nature. So that's more so of the challenge when people are trying to buy a home. But I always tell people, try and save up or try and go talk to a lender, because there's so many programs out there where people can help with closing costs, and you know, it's so much out there that you can look into for people to help you with that type of stuff. So home ownership, real estate in general, buying lots, or you know, a lot of people I know flip homes now. I mean, it's a lot you can do when it comes to that industry, but I definitely think it's lucrative if you know what you're doing, if you stay focused. But it's definitely good. Home ownership is good.
Yeah, it's definitely good because you never know when the market is at that time to buy. Just like now, everybody needs a home.
Yeah.
Everybody definitely wants a home.
Good time to buy. Yeah, I told people too, now is a good time now is probably going to be the best time to buy. Like, one of the best times right now is it's probably going to be one of the best times right now because the interest rates are at an all-time low. Somebody got approved the other day for like 2.8. I've never seen that before. So, you're not gonna get them like this again. Like they're not gonna be this low. So I'm telling people, if you're thinking about buying, do it now. Do it right now before those interest rates go right back up to 7 and 8.
Yeah, that's one of those deals here where it's like a once in a lifetime, and you never know when you might strike gold.
Yeah, gotta take advantage of it if you can, you know. Because I know a lot of people are unemployed, so you might not be able to. But if you can, and you have the funds, you have the resources, definitely telling people to go ahead and try and buy.
So, and going back with this other hustle here, and going back to, you know, doing the personality and the interview and that, do you have any challenges just being a black woman in this game too? Like, what kind of challenges do you have to endure? I ask this question because, you know, you have a lot of people that want to get into what we're doing, but they don't know the challenges that await them.
I would say if you're dealing with something black, then no. But if you're dealing with something white, then yeah, you probably gonna have some challenges. If you're dealing with some black event or something like that, no, you're not gonna really have too many challenges just because everybody is. But if you're trying to tap into the Caucasian field, yeah, you probably gonna have some challenges just because they're not used to you, or you know, I mean, it's just the obvious too. You know, we have to go through so much to try and prove ourselves. So, if you're trying to, you know, go into the Caucasian world, you definitely probably gonna have some challenges, but that's when you just have to start diversifying everything, which I'm looking into doing as well, because I'm like, I gotta get from, you know, just always interviewing black people or this and that. I've had some white people here and there, but that's definitely a field that I want to tap into more, just because I think it's more opportunities on that side too.
And also, not to mention that you could also diverse the brand in a way too.
Yeah, exactly. You definitely want to be able to do that. That's big.
That's one of the main pigeonholes that we have to go through. Because I was thinking, even when we started off interviewing underground hip hop artists, and I said, okay, we're gonna go up and get legendary hip hop artists. Then we're gonna go R&B. Then we're gonna go personalities like you. Then we're gonna get the interviewers. Then we're gonna go to sports. We got to diverse the whole globe.
Yeah. Yep. You got to include everybody because you don't know what you're missing out on just being stuck in one thing. So that's definitely very, very smart to do.
So, who out there would you like to interview that you haven't interviewed yet?
Sierra, Odell Beckham. I'm a sports head too. I actually have a master's in sports management.
Okay.
So I love sports too. So Odell, Sierra. I mean, a couple actors here and there. I don't have too many people like on my quote unquote bucket list. But those are probably like my top two. Of course, Obama. I would love to get in his head. Who else was on my list? Diddy. I think that he's been a mogul. Definitely a mogul. And there was somebody else that I'm leaving off. I can't remember the other person, but right now
it could be dead or alive.
Dead or alive. I wish I would have been able to interview Michael and Whitney. I love them. Michael and Whitney.
Now that would have been legendary right there. If you would have got that done, I would have made that phone call off the top.
I know. Definitely. Those would have been my top
boy,
two.
me and boy, we need that exclusive too. How much you need on the cash app for that?
Exactly. Yes.
But that's interesting that you said that you was in the sports though. Were you like in the athletics? Like, were you playing basketball?
I was a cheerleader all through school, like middle school, high school. And then I played like basketball outside of school, like park and rec, stuff like that. And then I just grew up around it. Like my dad coached it, repped it. My brother played it all through college. He was like the player of the year, high school, like every year. My cousin, she plays overseas in London. She's home now, but yeah, it's all around me. So I kind of grew up around it.
And you follow like any of the NBA or the NCAA or that caliber?
Yeah, I'm more so of a NBA. A lot of people like college, but I mean I like it too. But I'm a LeBron fan and an Odell fan.
You heard that, y'all. I don't want to hear y'all trolling my phone line. LeBron is the GOAT. That's right.
You better know it. Yes, sir. He definitely is.
You know, with you in tune with sports and everything, did you ever check out the Bulls special that they just aired?
The Last Dance. I didn't catch the last one. I have to go back and get it on YouTube. I forgot. I think I was out doing something. But yeah, it was pretty good. Interesting.
Yeah, and you could tell too. They put a lot of work in putting that thing together. Like it flowed together.
Yeah,
you got a great back history. It put a lot of the new generation on the Michael.
Yeah, they did. They definitely wanted that to be right. And I think it came out at the perfect time, too, when everybody's home. So I think it was perfect.
Yeah, it came out around the time where we can't move and do anything, and we looking for some new. There's only so many times we could watch the old finals games. It's like we need something new here. You know what I'm saying?
I know, but aren't they doing the Aren't they playing the games now? The actual what are they playing? The PS? I don't know what games they playing on ESPN. Aren't they having those competitions with the NBA players?
They're doing that, and they have rumors of them possibly training for the first.
Yeah, I think they're doing that. I cannot remember when, but I think I was flipping through one day and they was having a whole competition going on.
Man, people gonna be so happy, but it's gonna kind of be bittersweet because we don't have an audience. See, the audience is what makes the energy and the atmosphere so special. It's gonna be kind of weird watching these games with no audience, but at the same time, better than nothing.
Yeah, they had to do something.
Because people are losing their minds out here with this thing. I mean, whoever thought we were going to be put on timeout in 2020? We had vacations planned out.
No. I know. Sometimes it's life, though, right? It's how you react to it.
You got to adjust and take the bitter with the sweet.
Yep. Because, I mean, it's been a blessing in disguise for some people. So, you know.
That's right.
Some
You got to take it.
Yeah, some people have used this time to get back with their family and, you know, unemployment. Some people getting more money than they was at their actual job. You know, some people are in good position. So, you know, you just never know.
Yeah, everything is going to get better. It's just that we just got to let nature take its course and, in the meantime, play our role into making everything a better place.
Yep, I agree.
So, tell the masses where to find you on YouTube, because, you know, I subscribe to your channel. It's a dope channel, by the way. It ain't, I mean, y'all can tell you put in a lot of work. That's why I reached out to you, because I'm like, you could do your job the right way, and it's professional at that. And
thank you.
I also want to say, too, y'all ain't call us shooting y'all shot up here either. This is business, my nigga.
Yeah, like I said, I got to revamp that YouTube, but I'm probably a little more active on IG. But either way, both of them are the same. It's the Tenai Show, so ThePenaishow, the Tenai Show. That's across the board.
That's what's up right there. Now, you're doing podcasting, too, because I seen you do a podcast with somebody else, right?
Well, we had started this barbershop thing right before we got in quarantine. It was literally like a week or two, and we kind of basically just shut it down. So maybe once we come back out of this, it'll kind of reappear, pop back up. Yeah. It wasn't long at all.
But it's all right, though. It means everything happens for a reason. And when y'all bring it back, who knows? You never know who might tune in. See, this is the beautiful thing about technology. Technology opened up a lot of doors.
It does.
Opened up a lot of doors. And Instagram was like a blessing in disguise for us content creators and interviewers. Because think about how much miles we saved and not traveling. People don't understand how hard it was to promote back in the day or get interviews.
Yep, you're right. All you got to do is post.
It's like if we wanted to chop it up with you, we would literally have to take a drive to Charlotte during quarantine.
I know. Yeah, technology is perfect. They have given us a free platform to promote. It don't get no better than that.
You ain't lying. But you know what you could do, too? You could also add your workout regimen onto the content, because that's what a lot of people are doing as well.
Yes. Stay tuned for that, too, because I'm working on some stuff with that. Like, I'm really trying to focus on, like, a clothing line for the ladies. Hopefully during the summertime that will kind of come out with my logo on it, my actual fitness logo, not the Tenai Show logo. The Fit Chick Loading is my fitness brand. So, yeah, I'm definitely trying to incorporate the two, because I've gotten way more into fitness and health and stuff like that. So, you know, what better way than to kind of merge it?
Especially now, because got to protect the immune system with what's going on right now. Eat healthy, exercise.
Exactly. I think I did two today, 2 exercises today. So yeah, you gotta stay on it. Got to.
Do you miss the gym?
I do. I definitely miss the gym. But I mean, the home workouts are cool. It's just more discipline. But the gym is always I would say I miss the gym just because of the heavy weight. You know, being able to lift heavy, you can't really. I don't have all that equipment here. We got the basic stuff, you know, the dumbbells and the ab sliders and the resistant bands, the ball for your abs, you know, little stuff like that. But I don't have the 100-pound bars and, you know, all the kettlebells and, you know, everything like that. I don't have the machines. So I miss the heavy lifting and stuff like that. But it's more than one way to get it in, so.
Hey, sometimes you got to do your Googles and look for different avenues.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, how could I do a workout in the kitchen, or how could I make up for that run and just run around the yard or something? Like, there's other ways you can substitute for it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You can make it work.
Definitely. So, we about to wrap this thing up shortly, but I'm going to have a little fun right here. I'm going to do some one-word question and answers. I ain't done this in a while, so I get to see how people are really thinking.
Okay.
Ready for this one?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going to give you a good one here. This is going to make you laugh. Kashi 6'9".
Just idiot.
Okay.
Wait, what am I supposed to... I'm supposed to say what comes to mind?
Go right ahead. It's all good. It's off the cuff. I thought of this right now just to make the time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's about the first thing that comes to mind.
That's right. Let me hit you with another one. Jay-Z.
Mogul.
Okay, let me hit you with another one. Denzel Washington.
Legend.
I got a good one here. Donald Trump.
Get his ass out now. That's the first thing that comes to mind.
It wasn't even one word. It was 5.
Yeah. Just go. Your services are no longer needed.
Okay. Kobe Bryant.
Oh, it's just, I don't know. So many emotions come to mind with that. I think he's a legend too. But it's just like, I don't know. Legend too.
There you go. And most importantly, King Eric from Off the Cuff Radio.
Legend too. No.
There you go. That's the perfect answer right there.
Definitely appreciate
I got to get the club siren for that one. Damn it, I'm a legend.
There you go.
There you
Definitely
go.
Appreciate it.
So, yeah, we about to wrap this thing up, Shirley. You have any shout-outs that you want to give out? And you go ahead and plug your social media.
Yeah, basically, y'all, I appreciate you all bringing me on. Follow me on IG, The Tenai Show, TheTenaishow. Just stay tuned for some things that I have going on. If you ever need any type of promotion, I do that too. IG promotions, any type of, anything brand endorsement. Yeah, and just follow me. Appreciate it.
No doubt. I might need hit you up on that promo though, cause you know, streets gotta eat out here. COVID is starving our pockets.
I know. Got to. Yeah, let me know.
But we definitely appreciate you joining us, and we're gonna have the interview on YouTube in a couple days, hopefully. But it's definitely gonna be the replay's already up, so I could just send you that.
Okay, that sounds good. I really appreciate y'all.
No doubt, love. You have a good night, though. We gonna keep it pushing. We're gonna stay in touch. We're gonna keep building, and who knows? We're gonna definitely bring you back down the line when I get the full team on deck. So that way we can have that whole barbershop energy.
There you go. Yep, y'all continue to do good things, continue to keep it going, and hopefully we'll talk soon.
All right, then. You have a blessed night.
All right, you too. Bye.
All right, take care.